They have been so docile for years. They have slept. Tinubu have taken over the territory. The structure now belongs to Tinubu. So how do they want to take it back? Tinubu controls the economy of Lagos. He controls the political structure. He controls every nooks and crannies in Lagos State. How do you intend to take it back by him? Sorry, from him. They have been so docile for years. Jagonde is a core Lagosian. Is a core Lagosian because Jagonde is an Eguman. He is from the Badagry side of another by 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 the map of Lagos. He is a core Lagosian. The islanders are the core. But one thing that have hindered these islanders because the islanders are full of jaye life, and now Tinubu have given them that jaye. They have sold their birthright to him. A man who came from Osun State, Iragbiji, to be precise, all the way from Iragbiji, came over to control the political and the economic structure of the state. So once a man captured the political and the economic structure of the state, what is then the hope of the state? Indirectly, the state is now belong to him. In 1999, Yaloja Alaja Magaji of Betemere lives in Isogba. Where was he? When the Yorubas, the main Indigenes, were supposed to support when their Foshavulen died, they were supposed to stand up and fight for the interest of the core Lagosian. Since 1999, a core Lagosian has not ruled Lagos. Since 1999.
You have Amode?
Who?
Amode?
Amode Tomelaje, Ondo State. Forget those Ekpe attributes. Amode is not a core Lagosian. He's Tomelaje. Who? Fortunately, is from Surulere. Anybody can come from Surulere. Surulere. Is Surulere. See, when you say a core Lagosian, you mean the son of the soil, where your ancestors came from, where your forefathers, like this is the origin of my forefathers. Now, if you are speaking about the true owners of Lagos, you speak about their worries, about the islanders, and the Badagry, and the Korodus, not someone who just migrated from Ondo, Ijebu-Ode, Ekpe, Osun, Ekiti, and then Iragbiji and come and say Lagos. We've seen so many people claiming Lagos, which they are not even called Lagosians, because the main Lagos people have been docile for years. They've given over the structure to the non-Indigenes who migrate from Ibadan to become governor. Some persons migrated from as far as Kogi State just because the main Lagosians have been so docile. See, if you go to the island by 4 p.m, you will see the main islander boys doing faji, enjoying, because what Tinubu himself has placed them on stipend on a monthly basis. So from that, they have forgotten their roots and their origin. That's the man who is in charge of the political affairs of Lagos is not even a Lagosian. You know it. So by doing so, the main people who are even causing chaos in this Lagos are the people who are not even a Lagos indigene. Now, when you see this, when you see them, you will see that ego in them. You will see that pride in them, because knowing fully well that they are not a Lagosian. Now, a Lagosian will not tell you go back to your village. A Lagosian. Yes. But if you see anyone that tells you go back to your village, that person is indirectly from either Oyo, Osun, Ekiti, yes, or from Ijebu-Ode, because even the core Lagosians, they are minute compared to the population of Lagos, and these people only reside in the island the Badagry, and the what Ikodus. Even those that claim to be the main indigene of Isogba, they also migrate. Yes, go ask Sarako, ask anybody. These guys migrate, but they were the first settlers in this region. So when you see people like that, you you tend to know that, see, their 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 chances of causing havoc, of causing chaos is on a very high side, because the core Lagosians have been so docile. Now they are fighting that power should come to the island. They are sleeping. How would it be if not for the Funsho William that died? Funsho William was a core indigene of Lagos. But after he died, the both indigenes have lost their pride. They have lost their pride in terms of political sector. Sorry, in terms of what, they have lost all their pride, and then in terms of the what economy of Lagos State, they they no longer have say again. It is only one man that dictates what happened to the core indigene of Lagos State.
But it was more Lagosian and Tinubu agree.
Ah, you should know that name, road road 54, in I think in the 18th centuries. You know the what, now when you go to the island, most of those names in the island were given by white men. Those are the colonial masters. The father of brother Bible is a called Lagosian boy, Islander, not just an every Lagos. So I was even traumatized when some Yorubas, Yoruba mission say Gbadebo is an Igbo boy, a guy who in which this is a man which every Lagosians and Nigerians could trace his roots. This was where his forefather originated from, compared to a man which his generation come from Iragbiji. Because now the mistake which were this mismatch, where some persons were attributing to Bible, because his father got married to an Igbo man. Imagine, people, is there a crime that say you cannot marry outside your tribe? There's no religion. But one thing is that these these Yorubas who are not even indigenous of Lagos would always find a way to bring out propaganda to cause havoc in the land, because no one is telling person, because a core Lagosians would not sit down and sell that kind of lies to the people. It is people who are not even a Lagos, in which Tinubu have given portfolio. You are from Akure, oya take. You are from Osun, take. You are from this one, take. And in return, they will tell you that can you go to Igbo land and contest for councillor? Then you tell me, outside from Lagos State, where can other tribe contest for elective posts? Can it happen?
Can a Lagosian go to Oyo State and contest as well?
It is not possible. It is not possible. You cannot just go to other states and then contest, even if you are a Lagosian. But what I'm saying is that Lagos State, the core indigenes of Lagos State, have been so docile in terms of they have not been very active in terms of political politicking, and then that has really dragged them backward.
Okay.
And then that has given the non-indigenes edge to always come out and spew nonsense against the core owners of the land. And then the core owners of the land too are too full of long life. When the government comes into power, he place them on what? Empowerment. Give them Korokpe, they will become driver. Korokpe, they are very okay with that. Give them sewing machine, they are okay with that. They are not even seeing beyond this korope and this stupid palliative that the non-Indians are giving to them. Because if not so, we cannot sit in a state whereby Fashola mother father only owns only built a house. Isulere Fashola is not a Lagosian. Fashola is not a country, even Tinubu himself. So that brings me to the issue whereby someone will now challenge me that David, are you a Lagosian? Me that I was born, I was born, bred, lived my life, schooled here in Lagos. By constitution, I am even more Lagosian than you. You that migrated from this place, Ikire Ekiti, and I came to Lagos. Now asking me, a full-blooded Lagosian, that because my parents are not from Lagos, but by constitution I have lived there for over 30 years, telling me so it seems it is time for the non-indigenes to wake up from their sleep, and then let you start vying for what elective posts, and not because, and then not let the non-indigenes take over the Lagos structure for them.
Let's be precise. When you talk of Lagos, is it Lagos State or Lagos of a particular area, like a Victoria Island, like a Ikoyi? You know, all those areas. Even when we are at Ogbabi, if I'm going to Eko, I will say I'm going to Eko. But somebody that is coming from my village also, if it's traffic, we say I'm going to Eko. But it's Eko, maybe it's Ogba or Agege or Ikeja. So when we're talking about Lagos State,
There
you
are
can.
indigenes of Lagos.
There are indigenous of Lagos State. So that's what I want you to talk about. If you come here at Korodu, I'm a Lagosian, I'm an indigene of Lagos State. I'm a non. So when we are talking about Lagos, people usually refer to maybe the Highlanders. People usually refer to the Highlander. If I'm born in Ekpe,
Your ancestral home. Your
Your
ancestral home.
yes. So if I born at Ekpe, I'm a Lagosian. And Ekpe is not in Lekki. You know, people that own Lekki, they are there. People that own PGC, they are there. Or Ikoyi, the same Ikoyi, Palace of Ikoyi is there. They are the owner of that land, and they are Lagosian. So there are people that originally own Lagos, and we know their names. We know the Martins, we know the Oshodi. People that own very fast land, and they are the original
People that are
owner.
from Lagos.
If people that are from Lagos, that's what I'm trying to tell you now, that people that are from Lagos, is it somebody that is born in Ikorodu, that is an indigene of Ikorodu, or somebody that is an indigene of Ekpe, Ekpe is a Lagos state, or somebody that is an indigene of Badagry, Badagry is a Lagos state. So if I'm born I'm born as a Badagry person, I'm a Lagosian, because Badagry is part of Lagos. So when they talk about the real owner, of Lagos, people usually think about all these islands. Baba Latif Dakande is from Badagry. Is he not a Lagosian? He was a Lagosian. He's born in Lagos. Ambode, I don't know how clear is Ambode case, but Ambode mama is from Ekpe. So if somebody from Ekpe come out, will you say it's not a Lagosian?
Okay, the white cap chiefs have made a concern. Apart from Jakonde and Ambode, every other person that is governing Lagos is not actually from Lagos State. That they want to take back their state from those that are not Yorubas, that are not actually from Lagos State. Let's get your reaction.
So that one is a good development, and it has their battle have been obvious for a long time. They were the one that refused to fight the battle, and this is a political battle. So it's not something somebody will sit down somewhere and will say, oh, this is how we want it. It's something that you have to put a very big effort. Even your effort may not yield fruit now. By how? You have to involve in politics, and you have to be active. So if you are docile, or you don't involve in politics, there is no way you will, something like this will be.
That they are not involved in politics.
How active are you in politics? Involving in politics is different from being active. You know, I may say I may be a card carrier member of APC, but I may not be active. I may be the card carrier of PDP member, but I may not be active. Where is your interest? These people you are battling with, they don't. Tinubu has no other job except politics. I like. Yes. if you machete Tinubu now, what will coming out of his blood is politics, politics, politics. If Tinubu want to sleep with any woman, it's politics. He sleep politically, he eat politically, he wear cloth politically, his cap, his political message. So this is the boss. This is the, I don't want to call him actor, but this is the boss we are going to fight. So how prepared are you? If you are not prepared, then you cannot win. If they want to be, if that kind of thing will be happen, I'm not sure it's when Tinubu is alive. Or I mean what I'm saying. For this circle we are going, before you can break the circle, it's after Tinubu. That is the truth of the matter. That man, as Lagos state politics is, let me tell you, it's you that say it's not from Lagos. The man says it's from Lagos. And if you ask him, all those ones is not from Lagos. It's a story from back door. It's bearing Tinubu. Who don't know that it is Tinubu that owns Lagos? Don't you know? Madam Tinubu, the whole ancient Madam Tinubu. So far he was able to creep in and acquire that name, and even, I mean, calling all the Indigenes together, and they move and they form alliance. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nobody that will be a Lagosian more than Tinubu. That is the truth of the matter. Yes, this life is about how can you, how strong are you? How can you manipulate? If you can enter somewhere, and you plant yourself, and you even grow taller than the people that you meet there. Then, oh man, you are a big man.
The Labour Party governorship candidate was more of a Lagosian.
You said?
The Labour Party governorship candidate,
Yes.
Jadebo, was more of a Lagosian than some other governors we have in Lagos State. But he was rejected.
Let me tell you one thing. That one, I will not say he was rejected, because after Sanwolu, he was the one that scored yes. So rejecting people that criticize him, if they want to criticize you, they will definitely use one thing to criticize you. What they used to criticize the man is that he was more closer to Igbo. They even saw his picture where he was supporting Biafra. So a lot of things like that, some questions are being asked about him. And you know, politicians, they know how to go about manipulating, using tribalism to manipulate. So you cannot say somebody that scored next to Sanwolu was rejected. The only thing is just that problem I have with people is that whenever somebody do something once and he fail, everybody everywhere will be scattered. Do you think it's a easy battle that we just, somebody like Road Bible just come from that place and take over like that? It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. That's now, if God give you chance to, to be a one-time attempt, contenders, and you win, fine. But it has not been easy like that. It has not been easy like that. So whenever, even if you are not a Lagosian, so far you are a Yoruba man, that's the logic they are using. So far you are a Yoruba man, and these people you are talking about, that you want to be said they are not Lagosian, they have, many of them, they were not born in Lagos, so it was their daddy. Like this Sanwolu, if you want to trace them, you will trace it to like maybe third generation. They have been, their papa in Lagos State, you will see the picture of their papa that has stayed in Lagos State in the 1920s. So how can you say those ones, they are not Lagosian? Look at this street. It was named after Thomas Alakon. Thomas Alakon. You see that Thomas Alakon? He was their grandpa. When you look at it very well, it's not that his own daddy also was born in Lagos. They are living in one area in Island. Then they have this place as farm. But they are now here. How can you say somebody like that is not a Lagosian? Somebody that has spent like 100 years in Lagos, that I can tell you the history of like 100 years in Lagos. When all this Tinubu, when they were ruling, their papa, their grandpa, they were here. Many of them have migrated from Abeokuta, very long time. Many migrated from Ekiti and stay here, and they have stayed here. Their daddy, 70, 80 years. Tell me how can you say somebody like that is not a Lagosian, and he's a Yoruba man, and the land they occupy, they acquire it, and they stay there. Let me tell you, there's nobody that cannot trace history. Me, I'm from Okuku. But our ancestors, if you want to trace history, we are from Oyo Empire. Can we trace our story back to Oyo Empire when we migrated from Oyo in the 18th century, early 18th century? Can you now say, I'm not an indigene of Okuku? If I want to contest and do something, and you say, I'm not an indigene of Okuku, I should go back to Oyo. When we have our chieftaincy, when we have our somebody that we can call a chieftaincy in our hometown, if you want to call, if you want to relay my lineage, you relate it to Oyo, but I'm now in Okuku. I'm now in Okuku now. I can relate them. If I want to, as a Yoruba man, if I want to do my Yoruba Ewi, I will say, Omalaafin Oyo. Does it mean that I still belong to Oyo? I can trace the history, but I no longer belong to Oyo. I belong to Okuku now. So that is how the things go. So those one you are even saying they are not from Lagos. I don't know how you want to put it. Somebody that they have a grandpa in Lagos. You want to, this Sanwolu? Do you know the Sanwolu that come to Lagos? Were you born there? Not this one that are talking. Do you know when? See Sanwolu. If you see Sanwolu uncle around this area, it's an agent, a very aged person. Is their grandpa that come to Lagos. Likewise,
The way you
Fasola.
are sounding, it sounds like Lagos is no man's land.
It's not man, it's a man's land. It's a man's land, but because of how Lagos welcomes so many people, and so far you are there, you are able to. That's what I said. Now Lagos belong to some people. It's now belong to those people we are talking about now. You, Christian, if you stay in Lagos, you acquire your own land in the next 50 years, you own Lagos. Even not in the next 50 years. Whatever land you buy in Lagos now, who does it belong to? Is it not you? People that have money belong to Lagos, belong to them. If I have money today, Lagos belong to me. I can buy anywhere, I can stay anywhere. That's my own believing about who owns Lagos State. Nobody owns Lagos State. My own state, if you go to my state, you buy land there, you build that house. If you follow proper way, who will say the house is not belong to you? Go to my community. There are so many Igbo there. We have Igbo that was in our community since maybe after Civil War. Yes, their children, they are still there today. Nobody care. You buy house, you build land. God forbid there will be no other one. So anywhere you are able to acquire it. I've been saying it belongs to you. We have Oyotunji in the United States of America. Oyotunji, Oyo here. We have it in the United States of America. It's their land. It belong to them. So wherever you are at a particular time, so far you live there as a peaceful citizen and you use the normal way to acquire the land you have, then that place belongs to you.
So what these white cap chiefs are fighting for is not relevant.
It's not relevant. It's not relevant. So if they want to do it, they should stand up. They are the one that. Let me tell you, if you leave your father's property, you don't take care of it. Another person will inherit it now. I lie. That is the truth of the matter. They are the one that lag behind politically. So if they wake up now, fine, let the struggle started. Do you think governor of a Lagos state is something that they will just say, oh, you come, because you are indigent, come and become governor? Is it like that? It's not like that. Now you have to contribute. You have to participate in party activities. They have to see that you have potential before they call you. Before they even say, oh, this man, you have done, check it now. It's Babajide Fasola, Babatunde Fasola, is he a small person? A son, SAN, he involved in politics. He has done a lot of things and they saw potential in him. They brought him here. Was Ambode a small person? Do you know the profile of Ambode? Go and check the profile now. If you don't have profile and you don't join the politics, nobody will call you. So they should go and start the battle. If they can.
If there's regionalism, there will be problem with Lagos State.
As in,
If there's regionalism, Lagos might have a problem.
as in,
This one that the Indigenes, the real owners of Lagos, are fighting the Yorubas that are originally not from Lagos. If you have regionalism, don't you think there will be problem?
I don't see any problem. I don't see any problem. I've told you it's a politics. Me, let me tell you one thing. Do they have some? Okay. Let me give you one history. When we were in Odoyo, Bola Ige was the governor of Oyo State. Headquarters was Ibadan. Abi? They now said, oh, Bola Ige now said, Ibadan people, do they have a son that can become governor? They are the butcher. They are their meat seller. And Ibadan people here. And they went and looked for a learned Ibadan man that was able to succeed Bola Ige. Now, let those one too. It's a politics. It's open for everybody. In fact, if you want to overtake them, involve in a relevant political party. If you cannot form alternative one that will overtake APC, then join the APC. If you cannot be them, join them. Then when they say we want a governor, then let all the indigenes of Lagos State, the one that you are clamoring for, let them be aware of the politics you are playing. That this is the person we want to. You see this one is from maybe this one is from Ogun State, maybe this one is from here. This is the person we want. Then don't beat them to their politics now. Beat them if you can. If you can't, then there's nothing anybody can do about it.
Okay, because I see Tinubu as somebody that is difficult to destroy his structure
Yes, of course.
in Lagos State because he has spread his tentacles in all local governments,
Yeah, that is the case.
even in the southwest.
That is the case.
Until Tinubu is no more, before you can talk about.
Honestly speaking, I don't know how they want to do it. They can do it. There's nothing impossible, but it may be difficult. But let them start the journey.
Okay, thank you very much. God bless.
You are welcome.